her position? Okay. I'm not here to complain. I'm not here to disrespect anybody. I'm here to tell you that you've got a serious information flow, communication problem. Charlene's background, I think, is unprecedented in this district, starting with the bond, the high school. She led that bond and got it passed. I think her work at the high school, 30, 40 hours a week at the high school, and then at home at night doing the sports page for the Country Journal to promote the students in this district. That's what it's all about, the students in this district. So on Friday, she submits a resignation email, and she gets a response back from Mr. Woodard that questions timing impacting the kids. It's August. It's registration next week. What are we going to do? She never did registration. She's a 10-month stipend employee. She's not supposed to work July and August. But you know what she is? She's a team player. And she cares about the students in this district. And she immediately answered back and said, and I think she CC'd it to you, Maxine. And she CC'd it. She was fully prepared to come up here. So then now the stuff starts. I run into a parent who tells me, oh, it's too bad Charlene had to resign for family reasons. We're happily married, okay? We're happily married. There are no family reasons. I have no problem with her spending 20 hours a day at Vasquez High School for these students. I had 2 daughters who just graduated. So my wife being up there and me on that baseball field in the dark, dragging it and doing all that stuff, I don't have any problem with that. It's about the kids. And that's why Charlene's at home for 2 weeks wondering, nobody's calling her. Nobody's calling her because she left this district high and dry. She left these schools. She didn't care about these kids. Registration was coming and she just resigned. She took off. That's what's going around this community. And that's why I'm here tonight to talk about communication and information flow. It's too bad. It's tragic. That's my whole point here. That's my whole point. Just that the communication please improves in the future. I'm not looking for comments.
Well,
you can.
We can't give you comments, Rob. But Mr. President, I've got a bunch of questions. They're not going to get aired here. So I would simply suggest that we have a closed session discussion on this personnel matter and get down to the bottom of it and leave it at that for now until we can get some feedback.
I would like to see us do that because I don't understand half the things he's saying, what was done wrong, and she's been a pillar of this district as long as I've been here, and I've only been working with it for 7 years. Right. I've seen her name in the paper doing all the pictures and the stories over and over. So
I think Rob is talking cryptically because he has to.
I'm her husband. And she is devastated that not even an email response.
Let's
do something in closed session.
Do something.
Mr. Mark, I can
have a discussion about it, and then we can go from there.
We'll schedule this for a closed session item. Obviously, we can't discuss personnel matters. I appreciate your demeanor and being civilized about the whole thing. This is the first time I've heard about it. I know her personally. She's been to my home, and we've done a lot of volunteering stuff going back.
It's great to finally be here. I've been in the Acton Library a few times. I helped out there as the branch was opening and visited there for some of their activities for the children that they put on. So I am very familiar with the building and the staff that is there. I've worked with many of them before in some of my other positions. So, if you have any immediate questions, or of course I'll be here through the end of tonight's meeting and be attending all of your regular council meetings as well to do the library report. Yes,
I've had a question about ebooks and the emphasis on ebooks. And do you see more of that coming to Acton Library?
I do. I think every community is different as far as their interest and access to the e-readers. I think in this particular area, the interest would tend to be higher. We do get a lot of questions, especially from our older customers. A lot of times they've received e-readers as gifts from their children or grandchildren, and they come to learn everything they can about it and find out how they can get all the free library books, loaded onto this almost magical device. So, and we subscribe to a couple of different digital content providers, and they're all accessible through our website for free at home. So once you know how to use your device, you can do it all from home if you so choose.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Spoor, the pipeline from Palmdale that will bring water to Acton, water that's been purified with charcoal. You're largely responsible for making that happen here. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm excited for Acton that their water will be clean and it will meet all the EPA standards that we're required to meet. They will do it without the addition of ammonia in their water supply. So it's a win-win for Acton, and we're really excited about it.
Well, thanks again from the whole community.
Oh, you're welcome.
A little background of why I like water. I grew up on a dairy farm in Tempe, Arizona, a section of ground that my grandparents homesteaded. And I was the eldest son of a dairy farmer. And little did I know that the sheriff's department, the police department, has a profile for the eldest son of dairy farmers. And that is work ethic. And when you have a dairy farm, you milk the cows 4 in the morning, 4 in the afternoon, every single day. Christmas, New Year's, power outage, doesn't matter. That's where I grew up. And my grandfather was on the Salt River Water District. And what they tried to do is bring this water into canals and then ditches, and you would be assigned a time to take your water out of the canal. It might be 3 in the morning, it might be 2 in the morning, 5 in the morning. But whenever that happened, you had to go there, meet this head arrow, he was called, and he'd pull boards up, let the water flow out of the canal into your ditch for 3 days. You watered all of your fields, alfalfa fields, and then you had to go back and you put the boards back in. So we always grew up worrying about the price of water this year, if there was going to be enough to irrigate all the alfalfa.